Pisces, how's it going? Just got done doing Sagittarius's reading. I just got done doing Capricorn's reading. I just got done doing Aquarius's reading. So much to cover there, especially in Aquarius's reading, about the constellations and just craziness, religion, and all that stuff. You might want to watch that. And you could even take it as if it's a reading for you, Pisces. So don't be shy in regards to applying that to yourself and your situation, if it resonates. Capricorn had an interesting read. Yeah. Okay. Spirit. Here, let's light this really quick for you. Some Palo Santo by J.L. Local. Pisces, Love and Light, Spirit. Alright, spot some messages for Pisces, Finance and Career, August 2020. Fire Flower. Type stuff. Overall energy, Pisces. Crossroads, fork in the road, decision, Libra energy, blindfolded, but you've blindfolded yourself. When you zoom back out of this image, it's two people fighting over something. They're about to go to war for this woman here. Think like Helen of Troy type energy. Especially with that kind of watery backdrop, right? I kind of take it as like a self-induced, almost over-dramatic reaction or kind of like kabuki theater to really mix cultural references, but given some sort of decision making. I mean, it could be dire consequences, or it could really be a serious situation, but just keeping in mind the fact that this person has purposely blindfolded themselves, Pisces, and they could get out. They don't need to be blinded. They don't need to be self-induced, blinded by the light of the truth. To quote Manfred Mann, "Man's blinded by the light." You might want to look up that song. It's a pretty badass song. Blinded by the light, wrapped up like a deuce, and then roll over in the night. Okay, yeah, there's lack of clarity here with this Ace of Swords. To piggyback this Two of Swords, right? This is Minor Arcana Tower moment. It could be disaster averted, so what you didn't know in a given situation could have saved your butt, Pisces, with this Ace of Swords in the reverse. But at the end of the day, you probably do want some more clarity and insight into this decision that you are faced with, even though it could be very well self-imposed, Pisces. You had the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. You're probably out of your sorts, out of your wits. Being able to provide for yourself and others, wise, not to be crass or frank about it, but that's kind of what the Queen of Pentacles is. She's able to provide for herself and others, the home, the hearth. She could be involved in any of a number of philanthropic investments, and just really, she's a sweetheart, and she's a free giver when it comes to finances. Pentacles could also be in regards to, health, wealth, luck, anything 3D in this tangible, concrete realm that we inhabit, Pisces. I mean, obviously, it's easy to say job situation, feeling casted in the cold, but going within with this Five of Pentacles here, the Church of Self, as I call it. All the answers are for the most part, spiritually speaking anyways, and spirituality is tied into our financial career, karmas. When you go into the Church of Self, the warmth and the light and the love and the food and the opulence and abundance, it kind of starts there. If it doesn't, then we are just, overachieving for the sake of overachieving, and we are just accumulating money and finances and, objects for no reason, no rhyme or reason. But when you go into the Church of Self, that's real worth, right? It's real self-worth, acknowledgement. Right here with that Five of Pentacles. And I read that as a good thing. I think, if you haven't been already doing this, then once you start, you will be on the right path. If you are doing this already, then, good on you. And it's only going to help you start to expand that frequency into your external reality, so you can turn this Queen of Pentacles in the upright. practically speaking, you're going to need more clarity. Okay. On this decision, for this decision. And you're going to want to go in meditative state-wise to be able to get it. So, Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. I feel like you're at the last leg of being able to have Ten of Pentacles in the upright, Pisces, which is 401k, retirement investments, inherited, generational wealth, dental, vision, HMO, all that stuff, whatever fancy healthcare, The Ten of Pentacles in reverse can be viewed as the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse, or in the upright, I should say. Which means that financially you can be exercising independence and self-reliance, in which case, good on you, boo. Keep doing you, boo, like you're right there. You're investing in yourself with this Four of Pentacles in the reverse, and I think that's what's going to be needed if you want to get to the next level. Because the Ten of Pentacles, although not necessarily required, traditionally speaking, the Ten of Pentacles is having to do with a couple, a significant other to rely on and build that firm legacy and family foundation. I mean, that's what's featured here after all, in the background. Pisces. So I think when you do invest in yourself, you're able to kind of take upon queen status. You might have been giving too much into others and not seeing a return. That's another way you could read this, which may be kind of confusing you, but I think this is kind of like you're doing it to yourself type energy, Pisces. Keep that in mind. This is putting down your guard, your defenses, freeing up your heart chakra is kind of what I read this as. Leo energy, it's usually having the high ground, king of the hill, fighting off haters or suitors or potential business partners, or I don't know what it is. Maybe you're on ZipRecruiter and you got your resume and you got a bunch of offers coming in. But this is kind of letting your guard down and being open, okay? Not being jaded by any past circumstances involving a lack of reciprocation. I read this as spending money to make money here with the Four Coins in the reverse, Pisces. So, Spirit, any more highest possible messages for Pisces August Finance Correct 2020? Make a penny mode as opposed to save a penny mode with that Four of Pentacles. The negative connotations of that Four of Pentacles in the reverse could be miser energy. So I think you're coming out of miser energy, meaning like being a tight ass cheapskate, financially. No shade, no tea, but that's what's going to be required for the Ten of Pentacles to exist, Pisces. So. Check out this wrist candy, also from JL Local. Just cool little items of the trade to surround these tarot cards. I think you're on the path, though. I mean, Pisces is, not to get all religious iconography, but Pisces was like that age of Christ, Jesus. He was represented by the fish. His miracle was multiplying fish to feed hundreds of people. This whole Leo season thing got me thinking differently, because I just learned at least one interpretation of the Sphinx is with the human face is Virgo, the Virgin. So now we're talking about the tale of Christ in the stars using astrology. Human face, body of a lion, which is Leo. So we're going into Leo season, and that means the culmination of the Christ figure, or the sun in astrology, like literally the sun, the star, the sun in our galaxy, or excuse me, in our solar system, reaching this, like, I guess it's the Lion's Gate or something. It's when Christ, reaches the kingdom of God, right? The lion is Leo the lion, the king of the jungle. So all this ancient tarot reading is founded and based off of astrology. So I'm kind of getting that you are on the path, rightly so, where and when you need to be, Pisces. Okay. Because your sign is like intimately like woven into the middle of this story. If we're going from Virgo, the Virgin Mary giving birth to Christ, Pisces essentially, and then culminating in Leo season. So you could have been on your journey, and now it's kind of culminating in some sort of coronation, okay, during this corona pandemic, oddly enough. So that definitely will have an influence, obviously, in your finance and career. But, we could go on a tangent with all that stuff, so. Okay, this is Devil energy, Capricorn energy, Soulmate in the reverse energy, Scorpio energy. So you could have some nefarious energies holding you back, tugging at your heartstrings, especially if it has to do with nostalgia, people in your life, friends, family, childhood friends. Maybe kind of keeping you locked and chained to this, ball and chain. Could be a marriage. But really, truly just limiting you. And again, I kind of see this again with the Two of Swords energy here, like a self-induced blindness or ignorance, Pisces, okay? Not to be offensive, but, it's quite possible. Even getting like a Judas energy. Again, I'm not a Bible freak or a Jesus freak, but shit, since we're on the topic, I got a Tower card here too. Yeah, fish, the Pisces. What am I talking about here? The fish, Pisces, that whole story. So be careful for, I'm not saying Judas, I'm not saying any of that. I'm not fear-mongering. I like to read with light and love. The Page of Cups is tapping into the mystique, the other side, the spiritual soul dimension. I say, DMT and tripping in your dream states and getting that REM dream sleep. But in order to do that, you have to be tapped into your, meditative soul spirit connection, and you have to really get some deep, sober sleep. And I say that specifically because drinking and smoking weed and whatever, all that stuff affects your sleep cycles, your REM sleep cycles. REM is not just a band from the 90s. It's actually these deep meditative, I think they're theta wave states that we need to reach in order to get some real true jumping out of the matrix, rebooting energy, essentially, clearing some space on our hard drive. You're going to ask, what the fuck does that have to do with finance and career? Well, it has everything to do with finance and career, because if you're using the old outdated models and not integrating into this current climate like a fish to water, then you're going to be left in the dust. Then you're going to be left in the desert with the Sphinx. So think about how you can leverage and maximize your current situation. Outside the box thinking will be required. A clear, conscientiousness is going to be required. So I think that's the kind of message that we're getting when we get this Page of Cups, talking to the mystical, going into the mystical realm outside the box. I'm running out of time. I'm done at 15 minutes, Pisces. That was an interesting, all over the place kind of read. I'm not going to lie. Interesting energies that I'm picking up. I'm picking up very curious energies from you. I think wanting to see the truth of things. I think at the end of the day, you want clarity and truth and insight. But in order to do that, that is all built within each of us. So you have to take those deep dives into those deep, murky waters of self. And if it's a dark night of the soul that you have to experience, then do that. Man, what the fuck? The Moon card. Okay, I'm running out of time. If you want more, reach out. Love you, Pisces. Holler.